Who says the unicorn is a mythical creature? Take a walk around any busy club site and you see dozens of the things. Mind you, I am talking about ones that come out of a caravan factory in Bristol rather than a white horse bathed in a ready brick glow and with a horn that somebody's strapped to its nose. But the reason you see so many of them is that the Bailey Unicorn is one of the UK's best-selling caravan ranges. So the arrival of a new one on the scene is big news indeed. And a new one is what we have here. It's the four-berth, twin fixed bed, end washroom Cadiz. There's plenty to see, so let's go take a closer look. If you've been around the caravanning scene longer than 10 minutes, you'll know all about Bailey's Alutech construction method, which is basically an advanced system that does away with almost all exterior fittings, the theory being that there's nowhere for water to get in. So you get a nice long body guarantee with that, which is some reassurance. You also get a nice sleek GRP outer body shell, which is nice to the touch and looks and feels lovely and solid. Indoors, there are one or two quibbles on this particular vehicle, some unsightly panel gaps that are pretty glaringly obvious as soon as you walk in the vehicle, which is disappointing. And the extension worktop that lifts up to give you a bit more workspace also came away from one of its brackets and rendered it inoperable. So one or two things to look at, but a very nice looking vehicle from the outside, certainly. So with the Unicorn, you have optimum weight distribution because all the heavy kitchen appliances are clustered over or around the axle. And not only that, but the gas locker is also offside mounted towards the middle of the caravan. So you have a beautifully balanced caravan. And you also have the twin benefits of the usual hitch stabilizer and Alco's ATC trailer control system. So Unicorns are great to tow with, and for good reason. So, daytime. Well, this is daytime with a capital D. I mean, just look how much of it actually gets in thanks to this new fitment here, which Bailey calls its infinity window. It is really striking to look at, and it does let a huge amount of daylight in. Big fan also of the upholstery this year. One of the rules of thumb I like to employ in a caravan is, would you have it at home? And the answer here is, yes, I would. Storage wise, bearing in mind that the caravan, although it's a four-berth, will be largely used by couples, is exceptional. Bailey has taken every single cavity and filled it with something useful, ranging from open shelves to deep drawers, lockers, useful little shoe cupboard. You've got two outside access lockers. Really, really good. Entertainment wise, you're well taken care of there as well. You've got a really nice built-in stereo that includes all the usual up-to-date stuff of USB and Bluetooth connectivity. You've got two choices of places to watch television. You have a solar panel on the roof to keep your battery topped up. It's a really well thought through caravan with some exceptional touches. Well, this is the main reason why people will buy this particular layout, and I have to say it's an all boxes ticked type of bedroom. The single beds themselves are wonderfully comfortable. They're 6'4" long, so they'll fit most of us, and they're also a little bit wider this year as well for a bit more shoulder room. You're well looked after when you're in them. You have not one but two overhead shelves for your overnight paraphernalia, and the reading lights also incorporate a USB point to keep your phone charged up as well. You've got a TV connectivity in here. You've got a blind that pulls across to separate the bedroom off from the rest of the caravan. And you've got a sunroof, and you have a window each as well. It's great. I can't really say any more about it than that. Well, to the kitchen and the aforementioned would you have it at home test. Well, with regard to this very handsome structure here, yes, I would. It's a really elegant looking bit of furniture, very practical too, with the big drawer and locker at the bottom. And it's also nicely lit with an LED strip here that just adds a bit of bling. Looks very nice in the evening. There's plenty of work surface given the extension. if it worked. And also this is a nice idea as well, colour matched cover for the hob if you're not using it, so you've got plenty of work and preparation space. All the cooking facilities are here. You've got a sleekly built-in microwave, you've got a dual fuel hob with a separate grill and oven, and a really rather attractive Dometic built-in fridge freezer on the offside. So it's very nearly an excellent kitchen. Well, it's small, but it's really none the worse for that. The shower compartment is nice and adult sized, and it had its own light in there, plus a useful shelf for all your toiletries. There's plenty of storage, including lockers and a range of open shelving. The mirror behind me is nicely lit as well, and you have the big wardrobe in there as well. It's probably a little bit too small to be regarded as a changing room per se, but it's perfectly functional for all that. Well, there are just 2 reading lights in the lounge, but apart from that minor disappointment, it's a glowing report on the lighting front. Oh dear, sorry about that. Anyway, you're well looked after for illumination, and one of the reasons for that is just the sheer range of the options available to you, and how many of them are individually switchable as well. For example, you have above locker and above window ambient lighting in the lounge, independently switchable of each other, and the ambient lighting above the kitchen also can be switched on and off by itself. You've got not 1 but 2 outside lights as well, the usual awning light above the door, but also an offside services light, which is a really neat idea, and again these are individually switchable. Back in the bedroom, you've got the expected reading lights over your shoulder, and again a nice glow of strip lighting above the lockers. And the washroom, a pull cord brings on a little pin lamp just above the door, illuminates the mirror, and you've got a separate light in the shower. Great stuff, well done. So as we've seen, I did have 1 or 2 quibbles on board with this particular test vehicle, but by and large it's an exceptional new caravan with a lot of very clever and very smart touches, and I'm sure the Unicorn is going to carry on being as successful as it already is.